Here's the Lasko Airflex box fan. What's the model number on this one? It's a F something. Oh, look at that, they put a nice sticker on there that's got the model number on it, where you can read it clearly, patent number and everything. They don't put that on a lot of these fans. Well, they put a sticker like that on the Air King fans, but I don't know about anything else. So that's different. It's FF305, and this is from the 2020 to 21 production year. Draws 1 amp, same as the Weather Shield Power Plus. What else? Premium quotations, air quotes. So I saw this fan at Menards when they first came out, or I guess when they first had them on the shelves last spring sometime, and kind of scoffed at it. The price mostly. It was, I saw it and then I saw the price and I just thought, you got to be kidding me. There's no way that that thing's going to be, you know, functional in any way as a filter. There's just no way that your average Lasko box fan, if that's what it was going to be able to pull air through a filter in any meaningful way. So I just wrote it off immediately. And then fast forward a few months, we moved last summer, and the house that we're in now is it's an old house. It's got the radiator furnace system, boiler system, and it sat empty for like 3 or 4 years before we moved in. So, and there was some remodeling that happened, drywall and stuff like that. So there's just tons of dust. And I mean, you can vacuum, you can sweep, you can, you know, everything. That there's going to be dust for a while, at least, just natural dust. I don't care how much you try to clean it up. So I had a lot of sinus issues when we first moved into the house, and I've got a few small air purifiers and stuff like that. So we use those, and mostly for other rooms though. We didn't have anything for the bedroom. So I think it might have been Tori did a review on this fan and said that if you take the filter off of it, it's actually a pretty decent fan. So that's all it took for me, really, was worst case scenario, I'll just take the filter off of it and then I'll have a decent box fan that's kind of a throwback. It's, if you look at the guard and you're familiar with the Lasko fans from the 90s, it is kind of a throwback in that sense. And it's got the same handle and speed selector switch as the Power Plus, and I think it's got the same motor as the Power Plus. It kind of looks and sounds the same, moves about, has about the same air movement as the Power Plus. So, and the Weather Shield for that matter. But I wanted to wait a while before I did a review on this, because I wanted to see if it actually did make any difference as far as the filter function and helping with the issues I was having. And it did make a immediate improvement. It seemed like within a few days I wasn't having, it took the edge off of the issues I was having. When I would wake up every morning, it was less extreme than it had been. And when I run this fan at night, sorry about that, I got the dryer intermittently kicking on in the background. I should have shut that off, but I'm this far into it, so whatever. It did make a difference. It took the edge off of the issues I was having, where it wasn't as bad when I woke up every day. And I run this thing like 2 feet away from my head though too, so having this fan on next to the bed compared to a fan without a filter on it made a big difference. And we, especially during the summertime, we don't have central air here, so it was getting pretty hot. We have some window units, but it was still, you know, there were some times when it was getting pretty hot in here. And anyway, yeah, it did make a difference as far as that goes. If I just had it running next to me every night when I woke up the next morning, it was, the sinus issues were not as bad. I still had some issues, but it definitely made a difference. So I think that it can be useful as a filter fan. Just not, I don't know, I can't make any real strong recommendations for it being a filter fan. All I can say is that it helped me in some way. So I guess turn the fan on, start it on low. As far as a fan goes, even 2 feet away from my head, I cannot feel it at all on low speed. Like, I can't feel it right now. Not the least bit. It's actually pulling the rag in. Look at that, it's like negative airflow. The hell? Yeah, it's not blowing it out, it's pulling it in. So, turn it up to 2. That might be a little better. How much? There it goes out there a little bit. So if you turn it on high, it's almost the equivalent of low on a normal, any other Lasko box fan really. So there's that. The medium and low speeds are pretty useless. I mean, even with the filter, I don't know how it functions at all on low and medium. You pretty much have to have it on high for it to do anything. And it does do something. It's not totally worthless. It does work a little bit, at least for me. It took some of the sinus issues away that I was having. So to remove, I guess we'll take a look at the back. Here's the back. And I think I can reach it from here. I wasn't planning on doing this part of it, but it reminded me. I've got the old Air King here. Okay. So here's a point I wanted to make. Originally, when I thought about making this video, and I almost forgot about it. But the, well, I guess you can't really see it from that angle, but we'll line these up next to each other. And I think you could see, even with the filter on this, it's still not as wide as the Air King. I found that amusing. So with that filter on there, it seems pretty thick and sturdy and whatnot, but it's still, Air King cabinet is still wider. So yeah, here's the back. That's still the new filter on it, and it doesn't look dirty or anything. And it probably means that it's not really pulling too much air through there. It's just enough to make a minimal difference if you run it on high. So to remove it, I guess they pop off. Now they clip off from the back. Pull the tabs up, and then this comes off at the feet, slides up and out. So I'll set that over there, and then here's what the back of it looks like. It's kind of nice that it has a separate grill. So literally all you do is just, if you don't want to run it with the filter and you still want to use it, you can just pull those tabs up and set that off somewhere, and then you've got basically a Power Plus box fan. With a different face on it. So here's high. Let me find that. What do I do with that sticker? It's over here. Kind of like using that. So we'll do the low first again. Sounds just like a Power Plus. Yeah, it's moving about as much air now as it was on high with the filter. Two. It's bouncing on the table a little bit now, so it's a little out of balance. High. So yeah, take the filter off and you basically got the equivalent of a Power Plus box fan. So that's cool. This one is a little out of balance. It's got some vibration to it, but that's no big deal. That's normal, I would say. Moves pretty good air and it's quiet. It's got the weather shield blade on it, so it's got a better blade on it. It's quiet, moves good air. If you put the filter on it and run it on high, it actually seems to do something. So yeah, that's my Lasko Airflex box fan. Thanks for watching.